This is not your Lionese habitat. Although if you want to put something, you just double tap the backside or on the screen rather. You want to get knotted, do you? No, don't want to get knotted. I want you to start with this. Yes. I don't have much planned for it now, but I just felt like going live for now. Yes, I have live now, and I hope to get 5 by 5. Come along. One evening, Piglet sat very close to Pooh and whispered, Pooh, what if tomorrow is a little too hard for me? Pooh looked at him kindly with a sort of a smile that warms you from the inside and answered, then I will come and sit beside you. And if tomorrow is heavy, we will carry it together. And if tomorrow feels dark, I will bring a lantern. And if tomorrow feels lonely, I will remind you that you'll never be alone. Not for while I am here. Piglet tilted his head, a little surprised. Do you mean always, Pooh? Yes, always, Pooh nodded. Because that's what friends are for. Not just for the sunny days, but for the rainy ones too. Not just the easy times, but the hard ones. And even if you forget how strong you are, I'll remember for you. Even if you forget how loved you are, I will remind you again and again, as many times as it takes. Piglet let a tiny sigh of relief and leaned against Pooh on his round tummy. And in that quiet moment, he realized that perhaps friendship was not about never being afraid, but about having someone who would sit beside you until the fear grew smaller. Mama Gila Gila, double tap, you dudes. Warrior Nun, how's Australia today? And Jeanette, how you doing? The Big Bad Bitch Association is in the house. Do you want to get what do you want, Jeanette? What do you want here? Hmm? I just have to flick my finger like that, and Warrior Nun has you, Jeanette. Are you French, Jeanette? Nobody likes you, Jeanette. What do you want here, Jeanette? Hmm? Tell me, what do you want? Warrior Nun, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad that you're back here. Even nobody knows, but Warrior Nun is from Australia, and she is not even white, not even as white as I am. Nobody likes you either, like Jeanette. Warrior Nun, just eliminate that trash off there. They only watch you for Rose's drama. They only watch Rose for my drama, actually. I get more views than Rose does these days. And I wasn't supposed to even speak about that fucking cam whore. Double tap, what's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. Let's bring you let's do some. You know what died for me today? My notebook, my laptop. It is geduurd. It is oorlogs, cadogas. This is very interesting. Do you know about these, Jeanette? I can send you money if it makes you happy. Jeanette. For the for my teeth club, you know, for my teeth GoFundMe page. You can send me money. You can. You can. I don't mind. $30, $40, $50. Where are you? Where are you? Let's watch this quickly. This is interesting. Nobody wants to talk about this, and Trump doesn't want to talk about it either. Hello, good morning, Sun Banani. Sun Banani to you, Mary Jane Donut.
Epstein was absolutely doing a lot of really shady arms trafficking stuff and financial criminality, and they have no interest.
Turn your phone around.
Deep in the weeds there.
Because if we know everything, it opens up everything. It's Pandora's box.
Well, it is a Pandora's box in a way. Yeah, sure. Because basically, if you go, as my books show, if you go as deep as I went in writing those two books, and you could certainly go deeper, it basically shows that,
donuts. We're having donuts, Shady.
By a meta cartel. It's important to point out when I say Epstein had a relationship with people, I'm not saying they had a sex blackmail relationship necessarily. What we're trying to untangle here is the truth of who Epstein was and why was he taken down, because I don't think he was taken down because in 2019 all of a sudden the U.S. government became outraged about the sweetheart deal of 2007, 12 years after the fact, and then wanted to rectify some wrong. I think it was about something else.
What is, for you...
I will, Stiggy. I promised you. I promised everyone.
Unanswered question that you...
I mustn't say that horrible, vile name. No, indeed. You're quite right.
Okay,
Must never say that ever again. Never. She is just a cam whore. That's all that she is. And I will never say that name ever again. Why? Because she's a hypocrite and a liar. And she doesn't want to come to the realization that just because you popped babies out of you, that some are alive, some aren't, that you think you're some kind of brain scientist or health guru or someone that wants to save the children of the world. This love, and that's what I want to talk about. Just briefly, the Epstein files. Yes, I was in the Q community, and so was all of us. Well, most of us, anyone that was normal, was following this 4chan community of the Q community, and their biggest aim was to get the pedophiles, these nasty people that sacrifice virgins to whoever, whatever. But the truth of the matter is today, the reality has South Africa, my country, is the worst known human trafficking country in the world. We are the conduit. Yes, we give and receive. They take from us. Look, we must remember that 30 children die every single day in South Africa because of malnutrition, starvation. They die of starvation. 11,000 children die every year in South Africa because of starvation. But no, we don't want to be friends with America. Yeah, because America are the colonial imperialists of the world today. And this is how it's going. Hey, Doc, there's the real Doc. Real Doc, please stand up. Please stand up. Two trailer park girls go around me outside. I was having the strangest. Tell me about it, Doc. Tell me about it. I hope I wasn't there. I'm so glad you're around with us. But Dot advocates. Advocates? Advocates? What is she advocate? Dot is, sometimes she's dotty. It's expectable. It's understandable. Mary Jane is donutty. Quite nutty. It's acceptable. It's understandable. You can't argue. Grand Raising Dot. Grand Rising. Yes, Grand Rising. Absolutely. Donut says, I was thinking if you like those games, you might like the Walking Dead one. It was fun. There's a few. What do you mean? What do you mean, Donut? What do you mean? Rose needs Connect. If nobody takes you away, I'm going to take you away. Stop saying that name. It's called Cam Whore. Cam Whore needs to shut the fuck up and gag herself. It's true. Kratos. Kratos, do you have a German ancestry? I have a Jewish German ancestry. My grandparents fled. They were the first Jews to come to South Africa. They chose to come to South Africa. My father's parents, my real father, he fought in the first uh, Israel Independence War. That's why I lost him. My mother couldn't deal with it. Talker! Sippy! I like it a lot. Do you have German ancestors? Yes. My original surname was Reinders. I was born Reinders. Why? Because it comes from the Rhine, the River Rhine that goes and cuts Germany and Holland and France into three different countries. That's where I hail from. I am Jewish royalty. I have the King David hemoglobin running through my blood. How dare you bringing all the milkshakes to me? Can you see using? I can't see. My my poor dinguses. My this thing. This thing is what's it called? It's a note. It doesn't want to charge anymore. It's not charging. I need a new battery. I need lithium for my cells. There, choose your path. Like the old books. Oh, those ones. Because they was my favorite books. I always used to choose the easiest path. It's very bad. Very bad. I've got bad genes sometimes. Dot says, I was in a symphony hall, lost, and trying to get to the stage. They were warming up. I was like, oh, wow, what a beautiful dream. What a beautiful feeling dream. That's so cool. Hello, Kratos. How you doing? Where are you from? Tell us how. Where are you from? How, where, and why? What's the temperature there? Is the Rhine? Yes, Rhine. But my surname is spelled with Reinders. And then when halfway through grade one, my first grade at school, I had to change my name with the new surname. It's like I was being spoken about. Well, you are the number two empress, aren't you? Well, the white one. Cookie ole troll, the cam whore is nice. Yes, but so is tea nice. Yeah, a cup of tea is very, very nice. Would you like a cup of tea or a cup of wee? Or, I don't know, would you like some urine therapy? I don't know. It's up to you. Cooker ole troll, leave the cam her alone. Yes, I agree. Stop talking. Stop typing. Stop watching her. She must disappear into thin air. Yeah. Big love. Warrior none. Love to choose your path books as well. You give me headline. Warrior none. That's well said. Well said. I give head. I give the best head in town. And to women too. And everything in between. We don't call them trannies anymore. Dot says, I rearranged my room yesterday. Exercise, maybe I'll dream more. Wow, does that start that? That instigated that? I wanted to know, Dot, which do you know when north and south is in your room? Which direction does your bed face? North, east, south, or west? Because in hospitals, when you're in a healing position, it's best to be in a east-west position. Doesn't matter if your head is in the west or the east. So, like at night and when you sleep. But in the daytime, to realign your spine to the um, the poles, because the east-west is with the equator as the Earth travels round and round on its axis. During the day, if you want to have a rest, the best for the best outcomes is to lie north-south with your legs slightly raised, even maybe your hips on what we call in the old days a telephone book, the yellow page, and raise your legs up and lie north-south, and you will get extremely good 5 minutes, 10 minutes breathing. Do some breathing and just relax. Not even 10 minutes. You don't need it. And you feel alive again after that. I tell you about it. Martin, 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 Martin. Over. Yes, be my tea. Thinking about Lionel. How you doing, my lord? Good to see you around. The head is in the south. At night, ooh, you must turn it to the east. It's a bogan song in Oz. Oh, really, Warrior Nun? It's been in the east, wasn't going well. Okay. Yeah, but maybe you sleep mostly in the day. You know, I've got family that they work at night and they sleep in day. They hate daytime. They rather wake up when the sun is setting and then begin to work because they're online people. They like to work online, you know, these cyber junkies. Tia Rosa, is real Rosa here? Oh, you mean you're talking about Bridget? What's her name? Not Bridget. Jeanette. It was only deleted. It wasn't. You weren't timed out, Jeanette. You give me a head. Oh, I don't know. Um, why are my fingernails so good? I just cut them. It's because I've been rubbing the dogs. Dogs are so cute. I admit it. I'm Martin and I have all, I can't see it yet. I have been all the trolls. Yes, but it doesn't work. Was it a timeout for 10 minutes? Oh, Sippy, that's like a fucking lifetime. How you doing? And the Martin is fake. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that it's not Martin. This is what you guys don't understand. They just don't want to come in as their own channel and get blocked forever. Work out some things. It's not only trolls all the time or paid trolls. It's the real person just using a different account. It's just my opinion. In my humble opinion, I could be wrong. Obviously. Dot says, oh yeah, tell me a secret, sweetheart. Who? Martin? Yes, I am Martin. Or are you Dot? I mean, or are you the cam hole? Hi, Sippy Talker, says Dot. I know it's not. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. Hi, MJD, says Sippy Talker. I'm talking to Martin right now. Oh, really? It's definitely not. Do you, Natasha? Says Martin, 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 Martin. I think Martin, 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 Martin is actually Maria G, don't you think? And Maria G never goes under sock accounts. Never, indeed. Double tap. What's wrong with you? Yes, I do. You've had two. Yes. Choo. Cuckoo, cuckoo. So why did you come on to up to there and put your body on my slab, and I'll make you quiver with anticipation. That's just a sweet transvestite. Transylvania. I think it's some child who hasn't started fast yet. Who? the head, the headmistress. The headmistress. Lord have mercy. I love that show. Yeah. Rocky Horror. Yes, I'm 10 years old. Yes, Martin, we know. In dog years, you're only 10. Woof, woof. Fall into that one. Who else is there? Stop and stay. Friyay into the pan, yay. Kanye. I will cut off your hair for you. I cut off your hair. I made you a wig using my hair. Did you cut your hair off, Martin? No! Stop and stare! Why? Why, Martin? Honor it, smell it, wear it. I'll knit it into a little brassiere, a little bikini to cover my nipples. All that hair. It's enough hair to do fucking upstairs and downstairs. Dot says, if a steamship weighed 10,000 pounds and sailed 10,000 miles, dot, dot, dot. Type faster, dot. Ish. Ish, Martin. Ish. Did you know there's an South African term, ish? I have to pronunciate South Africa because we have this tendency of saying sin, like a sigh. Sigh that. Sin. So Tia Rossa recorded that video for me. What? The Del Toro. Toro Rosso. Toro Rosso. She gives it, oh, warrior nun. She hates giving head. That is like a punishment. If to make the cam hole suck my dick, that would be the biggest punishment. Yes, yes. Because then it would be gagged. You wouldn't be able to say any bad words. You know what I'm saying? You gag on my big, fat, cut American bendy cock. Gives me head. I feel like I missed a whole lot while I was sleeping. Well, you were playing your symphony, dog. You were playing your clarinet. What were you playing in the orchestra? What do you think you were playing? Can't play the violin. You're not a string instrument person. No. Maybe wind. There's lots of wind, lots of air, lots of blowing, lots of cock too. So anybody having withdrawals yet? Hmm? Withdrawals of the slander and the gossip. There is a vacuum in this void, isn't it? There's a little bit of a vacuum. Percussion, of course. Percussion. You do like a banging effect. Yeah. Percussion dog. Percussion. So did you eventually find that most important I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's do some African percussion. It's the Eden Project. Okay. Okay. Oh, darling. I want to buy a pen. I want to buy a pen, man. A man pen. Turn your phones. Oh no, we're doing African. I'm gonna get into trouble for this. Oh, come on. Seriously? Oh, come on. What a bad day. They're all on LSD. You got bedmates. Good morning, animals. No, Dot, it's dual SIM. My stepdad came back from London. He came back with a Google phone, which had a built-in SIM and space for another SIM. This can take 3 SIMs or a memory card. How? Oh, you can see it there with yes. Yeah, I've got dual SIMs. Yeah. It's a brilliant phone, and this is the newer one, so it's much lighter. My stepdad's got the other one, but it's like as heavy as a brick. Very nice phone.
So apparently, if you keep to yourself and you don't bother people, it apparently bothers people. So
Thanks, Dot. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
If your cat is fighting a snake, don't panic. Your cat's not the one in danger. Snakes
Yes.
might scare humans, but to a cat, they're just another target. Here's one.
This happened to me. We moved onto this big property, and then we had this old cat. It was like 19 years old, and it was sitting in the sun, and there was this cat going in and out and over and around its neck. It's like the cat, the poor cat. And then
A cat's
the
reaction
cat
time
does
is
fuck
between
all.
0.02 and 0.07 seconds, while snake's reaction time is slower, about 0.05
Wow.
to 0.09 seconds. That means cats can react nearly twice as fast as snakes and up to 10 times
You
faster
bought
than
a bra.
humans. Even worse for the
Martin,
snake,
Martin,
its
are
speed only
you
kicks in when it
fucking the
strikes.
cam
When
horse?
cats move their entire
Are
body
you the
that
fucking
fast, they
camel
can
or are you
dodge,
fucking the
pounce, and
camel?
strike again non-stop. So in a cat versus snake fight, the one that needs help is the snake. If your cat is fucking...
Here we go. I'm calling the shots. All right, Sasquatch. Left eye.
Everyone was shocked by this guy's strategy because at the lumberjack competition, while everyone rushed in swinging, this guy just stood and did nothing. People laughed until he finally started. Every strike was perfect, every angle calculated. But then he went down again, and it looked like he's about to lose. But instead of racing from the top like the others, he began from the bottom, saving his strength for the final push. And just when his rival stopped to take a break, our genius struck through and stole the win. Everyone was shocked by this guy.
Come on. Lionel. Wow.
Thousands of birds eat the grain and drop their mess before flying. This guy built something that looks like it should cost millions, except it only cost a few bucks. And
These are the top 5 most terrifying monkey sounds in the world.
See if you can find that, Jamie. Here's listen to this.
Every man addicted to something. Some smoke, some drink, some chase girls, some waste time. But the real man, he addicted to discipline. To early wakes, to play, to training, to silence. Discipline no need motivation. Discipline move without feeling. Discipline say, I go anyway, even when tired.
Lovely. Are you
Discipline is best addiction.
Pandora?
Strong life.
You Pandora, Martin.
You want peace? Discipline protected. You want respect? Discipline earned. No shortcut, only work. Be men with control, not men with excuse. No cry, no blame. You want better life? Start with better habits. Discipline every day until discipline becomes you.
I'm going to use that as my morning wake up now. That makes me.
If you ever doubt whether a window glass is real or not, try this trick. Take a sharp blade and gently scratch the edge of the glass. If it's fake or made of fiber, a long, thin, spring-like strip will start coming out, just like plastic. But if it's real glass, it will either get a scratch or break. But still, he only got 2 light. You ever doubt...
Hey, Papa, fill the air quickly. Look at the weather. It said it is going to rain.
Oh yes, Chiku-san. Ever since this Mina has left us, our lives have become completely bad. Now what should I tell you friends? Last night she asked me for an iPhone 16 Pro Max, but I refused her because I did not have money, and on this matter she left the house, and that is why now we have to come and live in this deserted forest. Come on, friend. It is about to be night. Now we have to make arrangements to sleep quickly.
Oh, Father, I am very hungry. Give me something to eat. Oh, yes, son. I will go out and bring something to eat.
In the Chinese army, soldiers train so hard. When one soldier walks around with an ice cream, everyone stares at it, but no one dares to eat it. Suddenly, a female soldier grabs it and eats it. As punishment, she's made to do push-ups. But the moment she sees the ice cream again, she eats it once more. If you were there, could you control yourself? In the
look how this guy makes watermelon juice without even chopping it fully. First he makes a small hole at the top and carves it open. Then he puts a hand mixer inside, carefully reaching every corner of the watermelon. Next he widens the opening, and you can literally see the freshness of the juice. But he still uses another mixer to make sure it's blended perfectly.
Oh,
Finally, he
wow.
scoops it out right there in a cup
I mean,
and serves
don't know.
instantly. Would you like to try this refreshing watermelon juice?
Oh, that's what I wanted to
This guy
show
makes
you.
watermelon juice without even chopping it.
Yeah. Wow. Well done. Who was that? Warrior. I want to show. Do you know who introduces the world to the White House? It is this lady, and her surname is Crowley. Go figure. Did you know that George Bush's, the first one, his wife, seems to look like Alistair Crowley? And you just brought this name up. I want to find this. Maybe I'll find it here. This woman, her surname is called Crowley, and every president that enters the United States White House, she is the one. Her name is Monica Elizabeth Crowley, and she is the Chief of Protocol of the United States since May 2025. In the second Trump administration, Crowley formerly served as the Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs for the United States Department of Treasury. Elizabeth Monica Crowley, born September the 19th, 1968, she's as old as my sister Debbie, is the Chief of Protocol of the United States since May 2025 and the second Trump association. Crowley formerly served as the Assistant Secretary of Public Affairs in the United States Department of Treasury from July 2019 to January 2021. She has been a political commentator and a lobbyist. She was a Fox News contributor where she worked with a few breaks in 1996 and 2017. She is a former online opinion editor for Washington Times and a member of the Council for Foreign Relations. She assumed office, preceded Ethan Rosenzweig. In December 2016, the Donald Trump administration announced that Crowley would be appointed a Deputy National Security Advisor for the National Security Council. She withdrew a month later following reports that she had plagiarized portions of her 2012 book, What the Bleep Just Happened, and that there were localized instances of plagiarism of her 2000 PhD dissertation that Columbia concluded did not meet the level of research misconduct. In 16 July 2019, Trump announced Crowley's appointment as spokesperson for the Treasury Department. Life education: Crowley was born at Fort Huachuca, an army base located outside Sierra Vista, Arizona, and grew up in Warren Township, New Jersey. Crowley had graduated from Wat Chung Hills Regional High School in 1986. She holds a Bachelor's of Arts in Political Science from Colgate University and a PhD in International Relations from Columbia University in 2000. There were localized instances of plagiarism in her dissertation that Columbia concluded did not reach the level of research. In the mid-1990s, Crowley wrote a regular column for the New York Post. She had also written for the New Yorker and Washington Times, the Wall Street Journal, and Los Angeles Times, and Baltimore Sun. Crowley was a commentator for the National Public Radio's morning edition of the 1990s. Since what's going on here? Rapper! It's not the real you, because the real rapper has a wrench. Poo-coo-ka-choo. But you can come in as a sock too. Boogaloo. Crowley was a commentator, blah, 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 for the National Public Radio's morning edition in the 1990s. Since 2002, she hosts the national syndicated radio show, The Monica Crowley Show, and she is a regular contributor to the Jack Batchelor Show. In 1996, Crowley joined the Fox News channel, where she was a foreign affairs political analyst of the occasion, situated for Sean Hannity on Fox News channel. So this is her granddad. This is her granddad, or great granddad. At least. And this is her auntie. Her auntie. That's her auntie there. A resemblance, my dear? What do you think? Stop and stare. Let's see. That one? That one versus Miss Crowley. Crowley. Do you see the resemblance? Do you see the difference? Eyes. Do you see the difference? Right, right, right. Come on. Shoot, shoot. So let's get back to this. See what you're up to. They all was under a breeding program from Adolf Hitler. Well, you know what's so strange, warrior nun? I don't know if you've seen the affair, the strange affair with Emmanuel Macron, the president, El Presidente of Frankreich, that France place. Yes, his wife, she's 100 years older than him. She was his school teacher when he was 14 years old, and she stooped him and hooked him. And well, the story goes, well, this child was born a boy. She was born a boy. What's her name? Brigitte Macron. Thermal bridge. So Brigitte Macron was also in Stanford University, just like the Cam Hall's grandparents. I have you know. He was a teacher. Worked. He was a groundsman. He used to do the gardens, something like that. Theodore was his name, wasn't it? That Cam Hall. Remember that Cam Hall? Mary and Joseph had Deborah. The new Jesus. No, her name is Donut, not Mary. It's Donut, Jane, or Joe, a deer, a female deer. Ray, a tropical sun. Sunny Banani, she is my ray of sun, indeed. And she is a doe, a deer, a female deer with big boobies. She wins the award for the youngest, biggest booby associate. All major rulers are of this program. Yes, indeed. Even Kim Jong Un. Did you see? Did you see? Ha 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 ha. Caught on the hot mic. Kim Jong Un. President Putin. Oops. President Putin, because you don't say Martin, you say Martin, and you say Putin. And Xi Jinping caught on the hot mic saying, yes, we can live forever. 70 is young these days. Putin, Xi, and Kim hot mic. Hee hee, ha ha, hoo hoo. Are you ready for this one? How long will science extend the human lifespan? We will live forever. Even 2025, what, 2105 is not long. Let's do it like this. Come on. Choo choo. Let's put the volume up.
Several world leaders, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping, were overheard talking about advance in the science of human lifespans. The brief exchange was caught during a live news video feed of Xi and Putin as they walked with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Their words were inaudible, but their translator, still on mic, could be heard detailing parts of their conversation.
They're fancy.
The meeting between the leaders took place as Xi presided over a parade to mark the 80th anniversary of World War II, with the video provided by the parade's media center to international news agencies, including the Associated Press.
It's time for Media Meltdowns, and ex-MSNBC host Joy Reid has been busy boasting about her biggest achievements, and that is being a DEI pig.
As many times as I have been called DEI or an affirmative action baby and all that, you know what I never get? Mad. Because I actually am very much in favor of DEI. I don't take that as an insult because I understand that that means that I'm just damn excellent and innovative. And yeah, I am DEI. I'm bringing diversity, and that's bringing something great. You're not insulting me. If you say, oh, you're an affirmative action person that got into Harvard, I'm like, yeah, I got into Harvard with affirmative action. And Yale, and Brown, and also, Vassar, the University of Denver.
Oh my God. She's a bit crazy every time I watch that. It's really not a great sell for all those on the left still insisting that DEI is a good thing. In fact, this is possibly proving the point of exactly what is wrong about DEI. But isn't it interesting just how much the left bangs on about DEI, and yet they are often offended when DEI hires are called out for what they are, like
Sophie
when
is
Donald Trump
lovely.
was asked if Kamala
When
Harris
she's lovely.
was a DEI hire.
She's a very clever lady.
Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who was the first Black and Asian American woman to serve as Vice President and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
Diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
That is
Give me a definition then. Would you give me a definition?
DEI.
Give me a definition.
Sir, I'm asking you a question. Yeah, he just handled that brilliantly. And do we think that Kamala Harris, was she a DEI hire? We have to stay woke. Like, everybody needs to be woke. And you can talk about if you're the wokest or woker, like, just stay more woke than less woke. Yeah. Yeah, but let's get back to the media. And of course, the fair and unbiased coverage that we usually get on the mainstream media. If we need any more evidence of why no one really trusts the media anymore, let's just look at how CBS is covering the alleged MS-13 gang member and human trafficker, Kilma Abrego Garcia. This is what went to air from CBS interview with Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem about the case. And the one thing that we will continue to do is to make sure that he doesn't walk free in the United States of America. Okay, and this is what CBS deliberately cut out, according to Christina. This individual was a known human smuggler, MS-13 gang member, an individual who was a wife beater, and someone who was so perverted that he solicited nude photos from minors. And even his fellow human traffickers told him to knock it off. He was so sick in what he was doing and how he was treating small children. So he needs to never be in the United States of America, and our administration is making sure we're doing all that we can to bring him to justice. Well said. So CBS cut out those crucial details. And why would they do that? Is it to protect this man? Because the media narrative around him, around this alleged wife beater, is that he's a violent father. Now, Kristi Noem has called this out in a statement. She wrote, "This morning I joined CBS to report the facts about Kilma Abrego Garcia. Instead, CBS shamefully edited the interview to whitewash the truth about this MS-13 gang member and the threat he poses to American public safety." And you'd think that CBS would have learned from its disastrous mistake around editing the 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris last year to make her sound sharper than she really was.
It seems that Prime Minister
we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing it. Oh. Okay, fellas. Try more? Maybe go back down to McDonald's and get you a hamburger, some french fries. You little sissy boy!
What's up, guys? Svenny. Jimmy Kimmel is a comedian, and he is hilarious, just not in the way that he thinks he is. He's a very funny guy because it's funny to watch the humiliating and degrading things that happen to him and his breaking down in tears in public regularly over Donald Trump. Like this moment at the Oscars, Jimmy Kimmel was allowed to host the Oscars for like the billionth time, just to show you how desperate and broke Hollywood is. And he decided to read Trump's truth about him last
So I
year.
want to ask you,
Trump
while you're all
saying
here,
effectively,
let me ask you, what do you think? Do you think that the children right now, not the children on some island 20 years ago, and even if there was human trafficking, like human trafficking is slavery. It falls onto it's a broad spectrum, human trafficking. Yeah. So it goes from slavery to sex work. Now I want to know, is it so important for you to find out, for you to lobotomize the situation with the Epstein? I mean, you can believe he was killed, you can believe he committed suicide, or you can believe he's still alive and kicking, which personally I believe he's still alive. Do you think it's important to imprison Bill Clinton, George Bush? Let me show you something else. Let me show you Melania Trump sitting next to Bill Gates. Okay? Do you think Epstein Island is so important for our future? No, it's not. And we were all on this track. Yes, we want to catch the pedophiles and the pedophile rings. But what's more important is our future and the children that are surviving and around us right now. Let me show you this next. You'll be shocked. You'll be shocked. And I bet it's because you don't watch this stuff. This doesn't interest you. And I don't hold it against you at all. Never mind the next thing I must show you, where Nigel Farage from England goes and reports and speaks in the Senate about these people that have been arrested because they made 3 tweets about a trans person. Like, for fuck's sakes, who the fuck really cares? No one cares about the trans person. You're just using it as what is it? What is that word called? It's called. It was a video. Here's this guy arrested at
You have
in
to be
England.
completely woke and politically correct on it, or you can wind up like Graham. Graham.
yeah,
I mean, this is a celebrity. He's a celebrity over there who is very well known for these hits. And of course, our comics, he's a comedy writer, tend to be, in many cases, among got him arrested for offensive speech in the UK. 1, April 19th, showed a picture of a trans rights rally and captioned it, "A photo you can smell." 2, April 19th, in a reply to the picture and a follow-up, he writes, "I hate them. Misogynists
And by the way, this guy is gay. He's not even straight. This comedian.
Homophobes. F them. And number 3, on April 20th, he writes, if a trans-identified male is in a female-only space, he is committing a violent, abusive act. Make a scene, call the cops, and if all else fails, punch him in the balls. That's it. And this in the UK can get you arrested with 5 armed guards, and God only knows what the potential punishment will be if Graham does not prevail in this case. Your thoughts on it all, Graham?
Well, I think I'm going to say something that might surprise you. Actually, it's good that they arrested him because it's making people aware of how insane the law has gotten in the UK, and honestly, the rest of the so-called free world at this point. America at this point is truly alone in protecting free speech as passionately as we do. And thank goodness we have the First Amendment, because of course the unfree world is a nightmare. They've been using AI in Iran and China to
LIONESE is an entrepreneur, angel investor, and co-host of the All In podcast.
It's just a great honor to have a foot in each one of these worlds and be part.
Thank you very much, everybody. It's an honor to be here with this group of people. And they're leading a revolution in business and in genius.
That's Bill Gates.
And in every
Next to
other word,
Melania
I think you
Trump.
can imagine there's never been anything like it.
Look on the left
most
here.
brilliant people are gathered around this table. This is definitely a
Mark
high
Zuckerberg.
IQ group. And I'm very proud of them. I know all of them indirectly, and I know some of them very well, but I know...
This is why Epstein Island has to be cancelled.
Indirectly through reading about you and studying, knowing a lot about your business, actually. We're making it very easy for you in terms of electric capacity and getting it for you, getting your permits. We're leading China by a lot, by a great amount. And I just wanted to, the press was going a little bit crazy because they saw this group together. So I thought we would let you have a little answer, maybe describe some of the great things that you're doing with your company.
Thanks for hosting this. This is quite a group to get together, and I think all of the companies here are just making huge investments in the country in order to build out data centers and infrastructure to power the.
Okay, Sippy, you can call them evil. Yes. Television was called evil 50 years ago. These telephones, these cell phones, these mobile phones are evil. They are the black mirror. You know that. Now, either you fit in. I'm not saying you must take on. You must take on
Let you have a little answer.
The mask or the sign of the beast. I'm saying, just like Eve was tempted in the garden, and we are all punished for that temptation. It means it's already done. There's no choice in it. We already paying for the sin of AI.
Maybe describe some of the great things that you're doing with your company. I know, Mark, you're building some buildings that are as large as Manhattan. That was pretty good, right? It's pretty good. So I thought you'd say a few words, and we can take a couple of questions later, maybe. Mark, would you like to say a few words about the company?
Sure. Well, I mean, it's sorry, should I turn this on?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for hosting this, and this is quite a group to get together. And I think all of the companies here are just making huge investments in the country in order to build out data centers and infrastructure to power the next wave of innovation. So it's we don't often get together as the CEOs of the different companies, but it's good to.
Nicely said, Warrior.
How much are you spending, would you say, over the next few years?
Oh gosh, I mean, I think it's probably going to be something like at least $600 billion through 28 in the U.S. Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, it's not. It's significant.
That's a lot. Thank you, Mark. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
Great to have you. David, you've done a wonderful job in working with the White House, a great expert. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Mr. President. It's a great honor to work here at the White House and to work for you. You really care about this industry and all Americans, and I think you've done a tremendous amount already to unleash our innovators and also help build out the infrastructure of the country. And it's doing a lot, not just for tech companies, but for ordinary working Americans, construction industry, the trade.
What time is there, Warrior Nun?
Right now in AI.
It's 3 in the morning in Australia.
In terms of stimulating investment, it's going to benefit all Americans. So it's really a thrill to be part of it. This is a really incredible group that you've assembled here. And it's like I said, it's just a great honor to have a foot in each one of these worlds and be part of it. So
thank you very much. And Sergey, you were saying a lot in the Oval Office. I figured just somebody that likes to speak with his really wonderful MAGA girlfriend. So would you like to say a few words?
Well, Dave, do you want to say something?
I truly, every time I'm here or in your presence, I'm so grateful. So thank you. It's like, I can't believe it every time, like the inauguration here. I think you're doing amazing work.
Thank you very much.
We actually were just.
If you want to see her, you want to see her. She's going to kill me for this. I love her. She's the Indian girl.
We are about to experience one of the most powerful turning points of the year. The September 7th blood moon total lunar eclipse is bringing endings and breakthroughs, pushing you into motion. Spirit is saying the time is now. Trust yourself. Step
Are you back?
and embrace the freedom.
You missed the good parts.
Welcome in, my beautiful friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. Now, this is a collective reading. It is for all zodiac signs. It is also timeless. So whenever you are stumbling into the sacred space with me is when your soul is ready to receive this message. So let's call in spirit to open up the space and see what it is that you're meant to hear today. So in morning meditation, before I started filming this reading, I asked Spirit what this total lunar eclipse blood moon is bringing in for us energy-wise, spiritually. And this is the card that I pulled in my meditation, is victory. We are here to claim victory in our lives, this collective is. So we got an affirmation. Feel free to write this down. Write it down in the comment section below to seal it into this community, to space. So I am achieving great things within myself and in the world. I see myself as a success in many wonderful ways even now. So once again, I am achieving great things within myself and in.
Trump has got lipedema because of his fast food. Trump loves McDonald's. Where have you been, Warrior Nun? Trump loves fast food. That's why he's dying.
I see myself as a success in many wonderful ways even now. This is where you take a crown and you place it on your head. This is what this lunar eclipse is doing. It is opening the way for us. So the light on this woman's face, I feel, is the illumination of this lunar eclipse. Okay, so this is what's happening here. And I feel this lunar eclipse is here for us to actually dive into the depths of our soul.
United States of KFC and McDonald's.
What no longer serves
you and me.
There's an energy that is surfacing that is from deep down in the shadow, the depths of our subconscious, right? So it's surfacing because we're meant to know it, we're meant to see it. So I wanted to bring you some guidance from spirit animals. So we've got a chunk of cards. I'm going to place them. I'm going to actually take the one.
Peace, packet and peas.
And use that. These are spirit animals that are giving guidance around this lunar eclipse. So the first one here is the cockatoo queen. Have you seen a cockatoo anywhere? Heard someone talking about it? Seen it?
Well, if you're Australian, you definitely saw a cockatoo.
A symbol of the cockatoo.
And some faggots and peas. Sorry.
So the cockatoo queen says they want you to focus on your karmic energy.
It's a Scottish dish.
So you have unresolved
no, it's Welsh.
relationships. Identify and resolve them to avoid repeating the same mistakes. So once again, you have unresolved karmic relationships. Identify and resolve them to avoid repeating the same mistakes. Okay, so we've got some karmic energy around you, and they're wanting to create balance through this total lunar eclipse. We also have the wolf queen. What an appropriate animal spirit to cut forward around this lunar eclipse, the wolf. So the wolf queen says, this is a part of the cycle of life. So don't become so focused on something that has ended that you fail to see the new beginning. So once again, don't become so focused on something that has ended that you fail to see the new beginning. This is where you don't want to get caught up in the closures, the endings, and completions. Okay, allow them to move back in your life, not back in, but past your life. They're now in the distance. They're meant to be in the past. The zebra queen.
Wow, the zebra likes to come up quite a bit here for the collective. So the zebra queen says, dare to be different. You're being dared to be different. Honor your distinctive talents and quirks. They're what make you the unique and valuable person that you are. So once again, honor your distinctive talents and quirks. They're what make you the unique and valuable person you are. Just be yourself. They want you to be yourself. This is what Spirit is illuminating within you. They're going deep and down within you. And I love that the zebra has a mohawk. I love its hairstyle. It's wearing a crown here. All of these animal spirits are wearing crowns, and the crown showed up in victory. So that in itself is a sign for you, crown. Okay, so these are your spirit animals that are guiding you at this time. And we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards. This is the Tarot of the Abyss. I love this card deck. I love the illustrations here. So we're going to pull 3 cards and see what is coming through and unfolding for you. So we have the Fool card. You're stepping into a brand new journey. They don't want you to be afraid of starting over. This is a new chapter that you're stepping into. This total lunar eclipse is not messing around. It is clearing things away in your life. You're meant to now move forward into a new adventure. You know, change is scary sometimes, but if you were to shift your mindset around it and think of it as an adventure, something that you haven't done before, this is where growth happens. And growth is what's coming in for you in a new way. The Fool card is a major arcana card. This energy is going to be prominent for you. However, it is in the background. So some of you are going to feel this energy intensely, while others you're going to feel it subtly. We have the Knight of Swords. They want you to stay focused. They want you to have some sort of a dream. They want you to aim for it and connect with it. It doesn't matter what kind of a maze of life you are going through. You're going to find your way out of it. You're going to be able to overcome any kind of obstacles, any kind of challenges and hardships in your life because you've already been doing them.
She's a great team with her husband. She's Indian. Her husband is white American, and then it's her husband's brother, so her brother-in-law and his wife, Katomi. They like a quadruplet. They work on a few channels. This is her biggest channel. She's such a lovely lady. She's gone through so much turmoil in her life, and she brings it into her real helpings and teachings and channeling. And um, I've noticed she's also not the best reader of all people. She repeats what she reads, but she definitely has some good advice. You should subscribe to her, Sacred Knowledge Tarot. And so her husband does the editing, and sometimes there's a bug or a butterfly or a ladybird that flies around. It's quite beautiful.
So they're reconnecting you to that part of yourself that is a warrior, that is able to find their way through whatever life throws at them. So that is the Knight of Swords. And we also have the Chariot. So this is you moving ahead, moving along, progress, success, victory, and triumph. You're going to see this all. This is where Spirit is leading you. This is what this total lunar eclipse is opening you up to. This lunar eclipse is going to act like a mirror, reflecting to you what you need to know as you're moving through your life's journey. Especially right now in your life, there's something big that you're going to uncover or discover about yourself, a new way of seeing the world. This is what is unfolding and unraveling for you. Okay, so we have 2 major arcana
very
cards,
nice.
big things that are putting here.
What
Now, I
did I
want
see
you to
Egypt?
use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. I love it when you share with me how these cards show up in your life, how you connect with them, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So those of you that are here today, this lunar eclipse is really going to change your life. Like I'm telling you, there is...
Mr. President, this is a photograph of the alien from the movie Alien. This is what you could end up looking like if you eat some of the raw, frozen shrimp being sent to the United States by other countries. Now, let me tell you what I'm talking about. In late August, the FDA found that raw frozen shrimp from Indonesia was being sold in Walmart, specifically in Walmart stores in Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Missouri, Mississippi, Ohio, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, and West Virginia. It was being sold
under the Walmart label called the Great Value Label. If you eat it, how could you end up looking like the alien in the Alien? Because the shrimp was radioactive. I kid you not. It had a radioactive isotope in it called cesium-137. It'll kill you. Even if it doesn't turn you into the alien if you eat this stuff.
This guy is South African.
Welcome to my channel. Let's see what's happening today.
He's South African and he was in Egypt. Now that you say that.
That was like energy. That felt very like Michael Bublé and like Josh Groban. Like something felt very smooth and romantic there, okay? Very smooth is the correct word, rather.
Yes, in Egypt.
What do we need to know? What do we need to know for this quick? Four of Pentacles, the Sun. I actually feel like you're holding the Sun in your arms, okay? Like I feel like maybe even each pentacle here you're holding is the Sun, some kind of abundant, life-giving energy.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it, Toshi.
And the Six of Pentacles. I just did a collective reading where I said like the abundance is crazy beyond imagination, blah blah blah. I don't feel like
Where's that one? This first one. There.
I wanted to put on a light, but I feel we keep it with the distance. Okay, let's take two. Queen of Swords, Four of Swords, Nine of Wands, Eight of Wands, all the way to the Wheel of Fortune. You're about to enter rest. You're entering your eternal rest in a way that rest is not required. You're entering your eternal rest in a way that is quite frankly, I want to say beyond words. The Queen of Swords is an energy that always has something to say, always has an idea. This frequency you're entering, this consciousness you're entering is gonna leave you at a loss for words. How do you have the Queen of Swords at a loss for words? It's possible for God. It's possible for your highest. Okay, so you're don't play coy. Is what I'm hearing. Like, don't pretend that you don't want a certain frequency, or like with the collective, I just don't pretend that you don't want justice. Don't pretend that you don't want revenge or something. Ace of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Seven of Cups, all the way to justice. I feel like somebody might be trying to make something right with you by giving you something. Either way, you're receiving an Ace of Pentacles, okay? Whether you decide to forgive or not. I'm even hearing you don't have to forgive. Either way, you're being given an Ace of Pentacles by the universe, by God, in order for you to have some kind of physical authority or physical power over a situation that keeps trying to confuse you.
Don't play coy, I liked it as well.
Distract you or something like that. Okay? Like I just got this sense just before starting the show, after finishing the collective, because I do it immediately after, I got this sense of like very clearly like you're very different, or you're like there's something very very new or very strange, but in the best way possible, that is happening for you.
Koi,
or
koi.
that you're receiving.
Not the fish, darling. Don't get fishy.
Where did I put my cards? Oh my god. Again, I put it away. Anyway, let's see. Quick shot. Oh, I feel like something is about to be.
Yeah, he's actually in Egypt. It was crazy. He jumped from 10,000 subscribers to 20,000 subscribers. Look at his background.
Guys, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to my channel. Let's see what's happening. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the Hierophant,
Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Oh my goodness, this is very nice energy. The Lovers, Two of Wands, Six of Swords, Death. I feel like you are. Are you ready? Because I feel like I am ready for it. What is it? What are we ready for? Three of Wands, Temperance, Strength, Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Wands, all the way to the Magician.
The roosters, yes. Apparently, Tossie, apparently.
Deem yourself worthy enough to receive exactly what God wants for you. Are you ready to receive the ships coming? Are you ready to fly? Are you ready to? Yes, 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 you are. Okay. That is all. I will see you again for another one. It's kind of this vibe of every time something good comes in, maybe something bad happens, or
do you have a rooster there?
Or something, but that is no longer the case. There are no more tests coming your way. The sun. So we have the Page of Cups. I feel like you're entering a new consciousness. You're I kind of want to say almost escaping this old world consciousness of like testing and practicing and learning lessons and all that bullshit. I feel like you're finally experiencing your Ten of Cups, right? You're finally experiencing what it means to be, to live as a god, to live as a divine being, to live as a being that does the testing. You're not being tested, you do the testing now. So yes, I feel like that is very significant for you. There's a beautiful offer coming your way, but I feel like it's this cosmic offer. What do we need to know? I feel like you're about a choice to go somewhere or stay where you're at or do something different. The Three of Swords, the High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles. I feel like either something is about to happen or something just happened, okay? That's gonna give you this choice of whether you want. Let's see what happens. I'm getting something about karma, the Emperor, Three of Swords, Strength, Six of Pentacles, King of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. You know what I feel? Oh my goodness, I wanted to say somebody is going to karma, but that's not what I'm feeling here. If you resonate with the reading with the collective I just did, I feel like somebody's family or somebody's business or situation is going through karma or something like that. Because yes, Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Because this person is recognizing that they're not in the situation that they should be in. They chose a situation again out of duty or something, but this person is going through this alchemy, this transformation, where they're recognizing that money, family. Let's see what's happening.
It's time to go. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye. Look, he had his cancer cut out of him. Over there. Stop and stare. And his balls are swelling. He doesn't want to calm down, so he's on antibiotics. I have to go now and take care of them. They're scratched. They want me. They want me. You know what I mean. So I hope you had a good day. I hope you have a good day. Good morning, America. Good night, Australia. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you always. Thank you for your double taps. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares because I know you really care. And maybe I'll be here later. But I really appreciate it. All the new subscribers. Wow. Am I going to hit 2,000 by the end of this year? That would be crazy. That would be cray. I haven't got a number in my head. I haven't been asking them. I haven't. The channelers and the readers, you just have to write it out on a paper. You just have to ask for what you want, and you will get what you want. And I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want. That's terrible. I just want to drink. That's all I want to do. Ask Jennifer, she knows. Rockets, baby, rockets. Yes. So, guys, remember, life does get tougher, but we do get smarter. And if we try a little bit harder every day, it doesn't matter if we do worse than yesterday, but do a little better today. Okay? Okay? Take care of yourselves. Take care of your heart. Take care of what you see, what you watch, what you believe in. Just take care. And I hope I see you on the other side. Life is good, however you look at it. I'll see you guys. Thank you very much for keeping me company. I truly appreciate it. And until next time, remember, life gets tougher, but we get stronger. Peace. Shalom. Salam alaikum. Ek is lief vir jou. Ek lief vir dich. Siebo. Reliable. Siebo. Hamburger. Salaga. Tschüss. Sayonara. Bye. 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 Forces. Bye. Good night. Good sleep. Ladies all. Until next time. Life loves you just like I do. Mwah. Mwah.